Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about GitHub. So basically GitHub is a free and open source rapid development tool through which we can easily develop a full stack web application or microservices using front-end technology as Angular or React. Similarly, it will use the backend technology as Spring or Spring Boot. So there is few major functionalities supported by GitHub. It will generate full stack application and microservices with many options, generate crowd entities, database migration with liquid base, and it will support NoSQL database as Cassandra and MongoDB, and it will support as a search engine Elasticsearch. Okay, and it will help us to do the automatic deployment to any of our cloud environment like Cloud Foundry, Heroku, OpenShift or AWS. Okay, so these are the functionalities covered by the JHipster, and let's go through the technology stack which is used by JHipster internally. So there is few client side technology used by JHipster: HTML5, Angular, React, and JHipster supports full internationalization with Angular Translate. Similarly, JHipster use internally some backend side technology like server side technology, Spring Boot, Spring Security, Spring Data JPA, Elasticsearch, MongoDB, Cassandra. Okay, so we no need to worry about those technology. Okay, if a developer don't know about the Angular or React, he no need to worry about the how he will build up the UI site, client side application. So simply that's what the advantages of JHipster. At the time of development, it will ask to choose the technology which you want to use. We just need to click on that technology, then JHipster will build a skeleton for you. After that, based on our requirement, we can customize it and we can reuse it. Okay, so let's go to the official site of JHipster. What is JHipster? JHipster is a development platform to generate, develop and deploy Spring Boot with Angular or React web application and Spring microservices. So these are the goals which JHipster supports. Okay, so let's go and check what are the modules and blueprints supported by the JHipster. You can see your Elasticsearch, Audit Helper, Swagger, Bootstrap, Ignite, JHipster. Okay, these are the modules supported by the JHipster. Okay, let's go to the client side option. HTML, CSS, as we discussed previously, all the client side technology internally used by JHipster. Okay, so we don't need to worry about those technology. Just need to choose the option which you want to use. Suppose I will choose, okay, I want to use the React, then it will build a React client side, all the required files, whatever the JSON file it need, whatever the component file it need, all will be done by the JHipster itself. Okay, so it will just give the simple microservice skeleton to you. Based on requirement, you can remodify it and you can reuse it. Okay, similarly same for server side. Let me show you that. Yeah, these are the server side: Spring Boot, Hibernate, Liquid Base. Okay, and it there is few tools for deployment as well. Let me show you. Deployment for Docker, Kubernetes, these are the cloud: Heroku, Cloud Foundry, Amazon, OpenShift. Okay, so it helps us to do the development as well as deployment. Okay, now let's see how quickly we can develop a microservice without knowing any technology. Okay, so to work with JHipster, there is few software you need to do the pre-install. Okay, let me show you that. We need to install the node.js. Okay, just go to this link, just use the latest version. Okay, once you will install, just go to your command prompt, type node -v to check whether node is installed in your machine or not. Okay, I already installed and I am using the 10.10. Okay, then the second step, we need to install the yarn using the yarn install instruction. So what we can do, just click on this, it will go to the yarn installation home page. Just choose your operating system and choose the stable version, click install. Okay, so then it will install. Then again go to the command prompt to verify whether yarn is installed or not. Type yarn -v. Okay, I am using 1.12.3. so these things you need to install manually. Then once you install yarn, you need to run this command yarn global add yo. Okay, then once it will be done, you need to run this yarn global add generator-jhipster to bootstrap your jhipster in your local machine. Okay, now once you will done with all those steps, then we are ready to work with jhipster tool. Okay, so I will add these steps in the video description so that you guys can go to this link and you can do the needful step. Okay, so here we are done with our required pre-installed software. So now let's get started the development. Okay, let's go to the project directory. The development process is very easy. Just follow the step what I am doing here. Just go to your directory, create a folder here, folder, give the name something like I am giving jhipster microservice example. Okay, now go to this project, type here command. Okay, simply here type jhipster. Okay, using jhipster version installed globally, there is few command. Okay, if you are doing first time, it will take couple of time. See, this is the banner of jhipster. Now it will ask you which type of application would you like to create, whether you want monolithic microservice application or microservice with gateway or jhipster UA server. So I want to use here microservice with gateway. What is the base name of your application? You want it to be jhipster or you want to give something different? So I am giving the project name, but it won't allow this special character, I guess. Let's remove that. Okay, are you running in a microservice architecture on which port? Like the default port is 8080. You want to run in something different port, then choose it. I am giving 9090. What is your default Java package? I am giving com.javatechie.jhipster.demo. Okay, which service discovery server do you want to use? Service discovery, you can use Eureka, you can use console, or you can use which is provided by jhipster, but as of now we are not going to use any service registry. Now here it is asking to which security you want to use. You want to use JWT authentication or auth2, okay, or authentication with jhipster server. So here I want to use JWT, JSON Web Token. Let me go down. Now it is asking which database you want to use, whether you want to use SQL, MongoDB, Couchbase or Cassandra. So I have SQL and MongoDB, so let me use MongoDB here. Okay, let me go up. Yeah, do you want to use the Spring Cache abstraction? You want to use EH cache or Hazel cache? There is so many options. You just need to choose which one you want to use in your project. So based on that, it will create a package, class, everything. It will be generated by jhipster. So here I want to use ehcache. Okay, would you like to use Maven or Gradle for building the backend? So here let's use the Maven. Which other technology would you like to use? Search engine using Elasticsearch, WebSockets using Spring WebSocket, or asynchronous message using Apache Kafka. So let's choose. We are using Elasticsearch. See, as I told, it will ask to choose the client side technology like front end technology, which one you want to use. It is asking me to choose Angular or React. So I'm going to choose the Angular here. Would you like to enable SAS style sheet? What is that? Preprocessor. So I don't know it. Let's click no. Would you like to enable internationalization support? You can enable it, but let's as of now let it be no only. Besides JUnit and test, which testing framework would you use? Okay, I want to choose. You can use Cucumber, Gatling, or Protractor, but let me use the Gatling. Okay, this will help to the do the load performance as well. Would you like to install other generator from the jhipster marketplace? Let's click no. Okay, now it will generate your skeleton. Okay, so it will take couple of minutes. Let's wait. Yeah, it's generating the classes and the components. I am all done running npm install for you to install the required dependency. Now jhipster itself internally run the npm install to add all the required dependency for our application. Okay, so again it will take more than 5 minutes I guess. So let's wait. Still this process is going on, so we need to wait. Actually it depends on the internet connection. If it is strong, then it will be finished, like, or else it may take more than 5 to 10 minutes, so we need to wait for it. Yep, it's done, and it added 1822 packages, and again it is running some command. Yep, so here we got message, congratulations, jhipster execution is completed. So here something, start your webpack development server with npm start. So we need to run this command to build our web package. Okay, let me remove this. Now again it will take like couple of time. Let's wait for it. So guys, if you are doing fast time, then it will take bunch of your time, so you need to be wait. It is building the modules. These are related to Angular. Okay, yeah, we got here build successful. Okay, welcome Java hipster. Okay, this is the default page provided by jhipster. This UI also we can customize it. You can add your logo and you can add your text. That is not big deal. Okay, so now let's do one thing. Now jhipster provided the skeleton to us, so we need to start the development now. Okay, means we need to add our features and we need to check it, right? Now what we can do, now let's go to our let me first close this. Okay, so first go to our project. Let's do the maven install so that we can get the jar file and we can deploy that jar file and we can check the functionality. Okay, so type command here, we need to run maven install. Okay, so I am using command prompt to run the maven. So if you want, this is the application, you can import in your Eclipse and we can do the maven build. Okay, yeah. So meanwhile, as we added a MongoDB, we need to up our MongoDB server. Let's go to the MongoDB. You can use SQL or you can use Cassandra as well. Here, as I have MongoDB, I prefer to use Mongo. Go to the bin, type command here, type MongoD. Okay. Waiting for connection on port 27017. So now go to the MongoDB Compass community. It open. Now click connect. Okay. So you can see in backend we connected with MongoDB, right? Okay. Now let's go to the build. Still build is going on, I guess. Yeah. You can see the number of files generated by jhipster. These are the files generated, so that's why the build is also taking time. So let it complete first. Your build is success now. Now it will generate the jar file for us. Let's go to the target folder. We have the war file, right? It won't generate the jar, as it is the web application, it will generate the war. Okay, so now let's move to the target folder. Okay, now just run our var java-jar. Then what is our var name? jhipster microservice example. Okay, jhipster microservice example snapshot var. Okay, now it will run our application. You can check, this is the jhipster banner, and the Spring Boot version currently it is using 2.0.7. Okay, let it be up first. It run with the MongoDB. Yeah, our application is up. This is the local URL, this is the external URL. Okay, so let's try in our local. Let's go to the browser. This is our application. Okay, so we didn't register a new account. Okay, so let's do one thing, register a new account. Give the username something like Java Techie, then email ID Java Techie for you, then give the password here. Okay, similarly confirm the password here. Now register the user. Okay, registration saved. Please check your email for confirmation. So as we didn't configure the email related stuff here, so we won't get any email. Now we added the user, but that user don't have any access. As we are using JWT security, we need to provide a role to a user, whether we need to provide like user or admin. Okay, so let's sign in again. Let's give the default user who is the admin. Okay, now you have logged in as a user admin. Go to the user management. you can check here the user which we added, Java Techie, is deactivated. Okay, so we need to give the access to this user and we need to activate it. So click on edit, we need to activate it, and let's give this user access as admin and give the first name Java, last name Techie. Okay, so click on save. Now this user is active, so now we can log in with this our own user Java Techie. Okay, so let's sign out, sign in again, Java Techie, give the password. Okay, you are logged in as user Java Techie. So here is the metrics. This is all the JVM related stuff, the memory occupied, heap memory, all those you can get it here. And this is related to HTTP request, service statistic. Okay, these all will be generated by JHipster itself. Then you can check the health matrix as well, disk space, just go and check the threshold, total and free. Okay, you can refresh it. Similarly, you can check the configuration related stuff and audit related stuff. If you observe, recently we changed this, right? So it's reflecting here. The last audit means the last modified by and modified date. Okay, now go to the logs. You can keep track your log information. Okay, now let's go to the API, which is the Swagger API. Okay, this is our controller. This controller is default generated by JHipster API user. Okay, so as JHipster is adding only this user management, that's why this in Swagger API user resource is displaying here. Okay, so we can add our own entity, we can add book, vehicle, whatever object you want. Even you can add the user profile or something like that. You can add your own entity in this section. So currently we didn't create any entity, that's why this is empty now. So on later next video we are going to add the entities and we can do our own business. Okay, so you may notice how easy this application to work with JHipster, even without knowing the technology. Like, it is generating for us and it is giving one easy user interface to create your own user interface and add your own business with the help of command, that is the JHipster command. Okay, so yep, that's it about this particular video. This is just the overview of develop microservice architecture with the help of JHipster, and we used here the front-end technology as Angular and backend as Spring Boot. Even we add the Elasticsearch search engine and we used NoSQL database, that is MongoDB. Okay, so in my next video we are going to customize this homepage UI generated by JHipster. We will add our own text and own image, and even we are going to add the entity so that we can write our own business and we can use this application. Okay, so one more thing I want to show you, this is what we run in our local host. So there is a URL which people can use external also. Okay, so let me show you. Let me open the new browser, hit the URL. Okay, this is the global URL which we have. Okay, similarly there is few URL to check your UI stack. Yeah, UI external, let me show you here. Yeah, these are the something related to UI. Okay, yep, that's it about this particular video, guys. If anyone have any doubt or concern, you can add a comment And those who not subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe it, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thanks for watching this video. See you in our next video.